Hello and welcome to IAG Cargo. This video is on how to generate an airway bill or an eAWB bill via the IAG website. It's worth pointing out at this stage that to generate an eAWB bill, there are a couple of steps required before an eAWB bill can be generated. So the first of those steps is to sign up to the IATA multilateral agreement, and the second of those steps is to sign up and fill out the activation notice with IAG Cargo. From that point on, if it's a compliant route, you'll be able to generate an eAWB bill. This is where we start the airway bill creation. We're first putting in our origin destination as London Heathrow. We then key in our destination as Madrid. We then input our pieces and the weight of the shipment. In the example given here, we're doing one at 100 kilos. In the special handling boxes, to signal a forwarder's intention to do an eAWB bill, there are two codes that can be used. EAP, which means an electronic airway bill with an accompanying document pouch, or we have eAWB, which is again an electronic airway bill, but this time without the pouch, so without any accompanying documents. On the left-hand side is where we fill in our shipper details. In this example, we've created an example freight forwarder, which is going to be Cargo Forwarder Limited. Their address is then Unit 1 Spur Road. City it will be Feltham, and then in the country code it's GB. Then we include the postcode. And then on the right-hand side, this will be our consignee box. The consignee, the goods are consigned for. So again, we go through the steps and the yellow mandatory fields. So we'll fill out the name of the consignee, their address, the city and country, and the postcode. It's worth pointing out there that there will be certain countries who require a mandatory postal code and state code. For example, if you were sending a shipment to America, these are mandatory custom requirements, so you would also need to fill out the postcode and province box if you were sending a shipment to the US, as an example. You would also see that the agent and forwarding info is auto-populated. Now, because this is linked to the customer's CAS account, that data will already be included in the fields. We then scroll down to the routing. This shipment is traveling to Madrid, so we go MAD. The first carrier is going to be BA, so this is traveling on a British Airways flight, so we put in BA, but there can be multiple carriers and legs, so it's just a case of filling out those bits. This shipment is originating in London, so we're going to put in GBP, Great British Pounds. In this example given, it's going to be a prepaid shipment. So in the drop down, we select PP for prepaid. We then tick weight prepaid and other as prepaid. The SCI has referenced the custom code. And as this is coming out of London, it's going to be T1 as it's an external EU transit. Now this is referenced the OCI field. So in this box, we're going to put in some information for the ICS2, which was soon to become mandatory. So we put in T for trader. The identifier is SHP for the shipper. The shipper is based in UK GB, and then we include the shipper's EORI number, and we've just included an example one here of GBA and then the numbers, but that will be relevant to the shipper's EORI number. We then do the same for the consignee. So again, T for trader, CNE for consignee. The country is in Spain, so ES, and then we'll be putting in the consignee's EORI number just under the EORI number for the shipper. As we scroll down, we then go to the rating box, and we're going to include the nature of goods. In the example here, we're going to be doing notebooks. Now, again, with ICS2, we now have to include the commodity code as mandatory. If you need to look up a commodity code, these can be found on the government's websites. So we have a shipment at 100 kilos. the rate class will be Q for that. The rate has been agreed with the sales team or the account manager at £2 per kilo, and that gives us a total of £200 for the shipment. Now this is where you input the NH, the harmonized commodity code, which again is mandatory for ICS2, alongside the eAWB number, and again that can be found on the government website. So we apply that and add that to the shipment. As you can see, you've got the nature of goods and the harmonized commodity code details all in there. Now this is referenced the charges section. Now for this shipment we are going to have a ground handling charge. So we select CH for handling, tick that box, and this information in terms of the rate can be found on your local tariff guide. For the UK it's currently £27.50. We then select the origin of the shipment. The shipment has originated in London Heathrow, so we put in LHR there, and then we input the date, which is going to be the date that the AWB bill is created. We then click send, which will send the FWB message to IAG's systems. And as we can see, that FWB message has now been sent. We're then going to do a search for our AWB bill shipment. And we'll see in a few moments that the shipment has successfully sent the FWB message. This customer is successfully signed up with IATA for eAWB and also has the agreement with IAG Cargo. And this will generate an eAWB code as it's on an eAWB valid route. And as you can see on the left hand side, the type, we have eAWB there. So it's successfully generated an eAWB from London to Madrid for this forwarder. And we can also view the FWB message, and that's what will be sent to IAG Cargo systems and downstream systems. This AWB can be amended up until RCS is set, and we'll send the latest updated version of the FWB if any changes happen within the shipment. So to summarize, that is how you generate an AWB or an eAWB if you are signed up via the portal. And thank you very much for watching.